Garrett Blevins here with an overview of a little bit of training and maybe even some vlogging. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'd be interested if you people out there enjoy that. So if you do, maybe I'll think about doing some more of it. I'm focusing right here. Recently, Super Training put out a video, and I think it'll help me a lot in my squatting, especially as I'm doing high bar squatting in the off season. But trying to keep my knees forward until I have to bring my knees back due to like morphological movement. You obviously can't keep your knees forward the entire time while you're squatting, but in that bottom range of motion, I don't want my knees to kick back as the first motion because that means my hips shift back, and that means my torso is going to have to lean forward to compensate for that. So the engagement of the quads as well as the engagement of the glutes out of the bottom of the squat to produce a more explosive and stronger squat out of the hole is going to be important, but also maintaining position so that I can be in a better position to grind through reps. Pretty much I'm doing high reps. You saw some sets of 10 there. That was with 325, and then I did I think 3 or 4 sets of 10 with 275. Lightweight, but definitely some good work to do. Also, my rack came, so you're going to see a little bit of sped up footage here of me putting it together. Went pretty seamless. You see my grandma coming out there to see what's going on. She's helping move some directions and sorted some bolts for me. So big thanks to Grandma for helping me out. But in general, it's not too hard to put these together. It's just put a cage together. Just want to make sure the right pieces are going on the right sides at the right time. I assembled as much of it as I could on the ground so I wasn't having to put my hands up in the air overhead to attach some stuff, but since I was doing it by myself pretty much, there was a couple points where I had to do that. Alright, so I'm taking my first break here. Got my rack, came in on a pallet earlier today, so getting things set up. Have a little help from my grandma, which is always fun. But this is it so far. Got the cross members here on the bottom set up, and then one pull-up bar. Put the thin bar up front, probably because I'm going to use it the most. Oh, here's my cat being an escape artist. He knows better than that. Winky, get back inside. Back up. Psst.
Didn't feel like the door was not tight.
Yeah, they're not outdoor cats. They don't go outside. So, at least it's not going to fall over on me. Threw me off a little bit because there are these stickers on here, say Rogue. And I didn't want to take them off because I kind of like them. But I think they have to be on the outside corners opposite of each other. So, there they are. So I'm going to keep working on it, but it's coming together. Break time with some
fettuccine alfredo. Time to carbo load. Finishing that 5K was the hardest thing I have ever had to do. I ate more fettuccine alfredo and drank less water than I have in my entire life.
Alright, so we skipped forward a little bit here. Tightening down the nuts was not so exciting. So here's kind of the outline of how it stands now. I've got my band pegs here. You can put those down, there, make a triangle shape with a band. For resistance, I may do some of that training now that I have the capability to do so, not 100%. Got the safety straps here. It's pretty thick, tough material, and these are nice. I don't know if they're all like this. This may be the newer version, but you can actually lift up and pull out and adjust easily up and down that way. So I'm not sure if the old ones could do that or not, but that way you don't have to unscrew this all the time. Got a fat pull-up bar here, as opposed to regular pull-up bar here, and then the upgraded J-cup here. It's got plastic here that won't be abrasive on the bars, and that's pretty much it. That's what we got so far. So gonna have to bolt it into the ground, maybe put some wood around here to keep it from sliding or pulling up any of the birch that I put it into. But that is pretty much it. So definitely some hard work after a workout today too.
Did I stutter?
What, dog?
So I am tired. This is as close to cardio as I'm gonna get. Ended up using channel locks to secure a lot of the bolts. Even though they kind of have a self-tightening ring, sometimes that'll slide a little more than I would like and it doesn't get as tight as I want it to. So that's why you saw me up there with 2 channel locks working it. It would have been nicer to have a drill, but I didn't have a socket that fit it and just didn't feel like going and buying one today. But you could use a drill, make it a lot easier on yourself. But that's pretty much it. So pretty excited. Gonna put my weights on my weight tree over here, and then I'll be good to work out. Maybe even this weekend. I don't know. We'll see if I can have some time. In any case, hope you're doing well. Blessings.